If you're looking for the best alternative for QuickBooks, if you're not happy with how they invoice or some of the features and software, then I have the solution for you in this video. First and foremost, we're going to go through the problems with QuickBooks, and then secondly, we're going to go through the best solution for your company. So first and foremost, let's walk through why service businesses need a better app for invoicing than QuickBooks in 2026. The problem with QuickBooks for service businesses, first and foremost, QuickBooks was built for accountants sitting at desks, not for contractors in the field. This fundamental mismatch creates friction at every single step within the process. When you're on job sites and you need to send an invoice immediately, QuickBooks feels clunky, it feels old, it feels outdated, because it is. When you want to convert an approved estimate into an invoice with one tap, QuickBooks makes you jump through hoops. That's why professionals searching for a better invoicing app than QuickBooks consistently land on QuoteIQ. QuoteIQ is not made for accountants. It's not made for people sitting behind desks. It's made for people in the field or people managing others in the field. That's why we have every single tool that you might need to run your business. We have a complete dashboard with all the analytics that you might need. We have estimates. We have estimate pipelines, which show where your estimates are in the process. We have invoicing, obviously, calendars where we have route optimization, employee timelines. We're giving monthly, daily totals. We can do easy scheduling from here. We have job forms where we can create inspection forms, create job forms, create before and after pics. We have all the photo documentation you might need all in one place. And we also have the best tool for any company that might need to have property measurements or linear footage measurements, square footage measurements, things of that nature. Our MapMeasure Pro tool allows you to measure properties. It then takes that square footage measurement and applies it directly to estimates based upon your square footage or linear footage price. We have Street Views within here. We have Open, Zillow within here. And then we have a bunch of different tools that we're going to get into in this video. But if you need something built for contractors, it's going to be QuoteIQ, and it'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. With that being said, let's get back into why QuickBooks is an issue. QuickBooks requires add-ons for features that QuoteIQ includes for free, like scheduling, CRM, and mobile quoting, which we were taking a look at here just a second ago. QuickBooks wasn't designed for field work. We talked about this already. Mobile experience is an afterthought. QuoteIQ's core competency is making sure that you're able to run your app from a desk or in the field, which means we have a great mobile app. We also have one-to-one with our, desktop application as well. So that way you're covered in both places. QuickBooks separates tools that should be unified. Quoting, invoicing, scheduling, and CRM are disconnected. That's not how we work over here. Everything is connected. Everything works within one flow within QuoteIQ. QuickBooks pricing escalates quickly when you add the features your service business actually needs. I'm sure we're going to get into that in this as well. So the bottom line, if you're running a service business in 2026, you need a better invoicing app than QuickBooks. QuoteIQ is purpose-built for exactly this scenario. QuoteIQ invoicing features that beat QuickBooks. When comparing invoicing capabilities, QuoteIQ delivers more value in a single platform than QuickBooks can match, even with expensive add-ons. Here's why QuoteIQ is better invoicing app than QuickBooks. One-click quote to invoice conversion. With QuoteIQ, the moment a customer approves your estimate, you can convert it into an invoice with a single tap. So if we come into our estimate flow here, you guys can see our open, accepted, scheduled, declined. We basically have an estimate pipeline here. And the reason why we have this is that way you can keep track of every single estimate all the way through until the person actually, does the job. So you create an estimate, you send it out, the customer then accepts that estimate, and it falls under here. Every accepted estimate has to be signed, and every signature that's on those estimates is then attached to the PDF. So something very important to know. Once it's accepted, then it can be scheduled, right? You schedule these estimates. Once it's scheduled and done, then you invoice. So it follows a very distinct flow, and at any point within this, you can always schedule, you can always invoice, you can always mark this as paid and automatically move it over. But from this screen and from this pipeline, we can see exactly how many open, accepted, and scheduled we have, and then we can even see that we have $74,000 on the schedule within this example. So it's one click for pretty much everything that you need to do. We also have customizable invoice templates. QuoteIQ lets you brand your invoices with your logo, company colors, custom terms, professional looking invoices get paid faster, and QuoteIQ makes customization effortless. Your invoice represents your business, and QuoteIQ ensures that you look the part. We also have automated payment reminders, so you can stop chasing payments manually. QuoteIQ sends automated payment reminders on your schedule, whether it's an hour after sending or a day later or a week out. Your customized timing and messaging, QuoteIQ handles the follow-ups, so that way you can focus on jobs that pay. The automation alone demonstrates why QuoteIQ is a better invoicing app than QuickBooks. We also have multiple payment options within QuoteIQ. QuoteIQ accepts credit cards, debit cards, ACH, bank transfers, Apple Pay, Google Pay, a bunch of different options there. We have electronic signatures on invoices as well as estimates, and they're all time and date stamped on the PDF, so that way you can keep proper records. All of the records are then stored under every single customer profile within QuoteIQ. So if at any point you want to go back and you want to say, hey, Bill Glazer, let's look at jobs that we did for him. We can then see all of our estimate data, every single estimate that we ever created for this customer, all of our invoice data, every single invoice that we created for that customer. And like I said, signatures that are time and date stamped on every single one of those as well. QuoteIQ also has partial payments and deposits. If you need a deposit paid before starting a job, QuoteIQ handles partial payments seamlessly, collects a percentage up front, tracks the remaining balance, and lets customers pay the rest when the job is complete. We also have tip collection on every single invoice that's paid. Turn that off if you want, but a lot of people like it because it allows them to make some extra money. We also have recurring invoices and automatic payments. So with that being said, those are all the reasons that make QuoteIQ a better invoicing app. Like I said, if you want to try it, first link in the comment section description. Try any tier for absolutely free. But QuoteIQ versus QuickBooks, let's go ahead and look at a feature comparison. This is going to make it very clear who the winners are and who the losers are. So create and send invoices, obviously that should be included on both plans. It is. One-click quote to invoice. QuoteIQ obviously has that. QuickBooks, limited functionality within that regards. Except credit cards and ACH, both have that. Apple Pay and Google Pay, QuoteIQ has that. QuickBooks does not. Electronic signatures on invoice included with your QuoteIQ subscription. It's a paid add-on, which is required if you want to use that same functionality within QuickBooks. Automated payment reminders, fully customizable within QuoteIQ. They're very basic on QuickBooks. We also have tip collection, which is included with QuoteIQ, not available for QuickBooks. Recurring invoices and autopay included on both QuickBooks and QuoteIQ. Job schedule calendar included with QuoteIQ, not with QuickBooks, and it's not integrated. So even if you get a third-party solution for this, it's not going to be integrated. You're going to have all these integrations, and trust me, QuoteIQ has QuickBooks integrations, and they're not the best because they have been out for a while, and we've just found that it's not the easiest platform to work with in terms of integrating. CRM and customer database is included with QuoteIQ. It's very basic on QuickBooks. Mobile quoting and estimates, you get full featured within QuickBooks. You get limited mobile applications within QuickBooks. Property measurement tool, we looked at that. MapMeasure Pro is available on QuoteIQ, not available within QuickBooks. And once again, you could probably get a third-party integration. However, it's not going to be synced up with your estimates. You're not going to be able to just measure properties within seconds and then convert that measurement into an estimate using, a square footage or linear footage amount. Just not going to happen within QuickBooks. Don't care how hard you try or what you attach to it. Photo documentation. QuoteIQ has QuoteIQ Cam, obviously. You don't have that with QuickBooks. I showed you guys what this looked like earlier, but create inspection forms, create job forms, create before and after pictures. Everything stored underneath the customer profile, everything exportable and sendable to the customer as well. We also have route optimization. That's not included with QuickBooks. You're going to need another CRM for that, another integration, another blah, 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 another software, another subscription, another payment monthly. Built for service businesses. Yes, purpose built specifically for service business when it comes to QuoteIQ. QuickBooks, on the other hand, not. It's for general accounting. Starting price, $29.99 a month for QuoteIQ, $99.99 a month for QuickBooks. So the comparison makes it very clear. QuoteIQ is the better invoicing app than QuickBooks for service businesses in 2026. My personal opinion, but also you guys can see there's more features, lower costs, and purpose-built for the way contractors actually work. So QuoteIQ pricing. Let's go ahead and look at the better value that QuoteIQ offers over QuickBooks. So price matters, especially when you're running a service business with tight margins. QuoteIQ delivers a better invoicing app than QuickBooks at a dramatically lower price point. No nickel and diming, no add-ons, no surprise fees, just transparent pricing. The other thing is we have a price lock guarantee. Whatever price you get your subscription in at, you're never going to go up on that price. Only if you leave and come back would you ever have a price increase. So just something to keep in mind. I'm not sure about QuickBooks. They might raise their prices on their customers. I can't speak to their philosophy on that. So here we have the QuoteIQ tiers, $29.99 a month, $98.99 a month, $189.99 a month. And we actually have a max plan now that you can get unlimited users on your account. QuickBooks is not going to do that. They're going to have a set amount of users that you're allowed to get. So the more your team grows, the more money that you're ultimately going to be paying with QuickBooks. So compare that to QuickBooks where you'll pay $99 plus a month for basic plans and still need expensive add-ons like scheduling, CRM enhancements, mobile functionalities. When you factor in what QuoteIQ includes standard, you're looking at a 75% savings compared to QuickBooks with equivalent functionality. So if you were to go out, get the other softwares, the other integrations, the other third-party applications, and factor in all of the subscription costs and time of learning and everything else that goes into it, 75% savings. That's not a marginal improvement. That's a better invoicing app than QuickBooks. So this is why contractors choose QuoteIQ over QuickBooks in 2026. It's built by contractors for contractors. We talked about that. It's an all-in-one platform. There's no add-ons. You basically can just subscribe, and then you can up your tier if you want to get better stuff, but we're not going to make you add on things. We're not going to get you in the software and then upsell you on a bunch of things. Mobile first design. We are designed for people that are working in the field and that need a field solution. Industry specific features. So QuoteIQ includes tools that QuickBooks simply doesn't offer. MapMeasure Pro lets you measure properties remotely using satellite imagery. QuoteIQ CAM provides photo documentation, before and after shots. Route optimization saves you hours of drive time weekly. These features demonstrate why QuoteIQ is a better invoicing app than QuickBooks. And we actually have a quote here from somebody. QuoteIQ has everything I need in one place. I can quote a job, schedule it, invoice it with a customer, and get paid, all without leaving the app. QuickBooks never came close to that kind of workflow. So there you go. Built for contractors by contractors. How to switch from QuickBooks to QuoteIQ in 2026. First and foremost, you want to start your free trial. First link in the comment section description. You can try any tier for free. Pick the tier that works for your company, for your business, for how many people you have in your company. Step 2, import your customer data. Very easy. You can schedule a demo call with us. We can help you walk through this process of importing your data. We can get that done lickety-splickety. Step 3, set up your services and pricing. Also, you can set up a demo call with us. We can help you get that set up. But you're going to create your service catalog with pricing in QuoteIQ's price book. This ensures consistent, profitable pricing across every quote and invoice that you send. Step 4 is going to be to connect payments. You want to link a Stripe account. This could take like 5 minutes, easy, and you're ready to send payments. You're ready to start getting paid. And then you want to start invoicing. So then you're ready to go. You can create your first invoice in QuoteIQ and experience why it's a better invoicing app than QuickBooks and why contractors are actually switching in 2026. So these are all the reasons, key takeaways for better invoicing app than QuickBooks. QuoteIQ is a better invoicing app than QuickBooks for several reasons. Purpose built by contractors, saving up to 75% compared to QuickBooks, all-in-one solution, superior invoicing features, and you can start today for absolutely free, and you can cancel anytime. There's no contracts or anything like that. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button for me. If you want to jump through every single thing within here, we can go through the contact screens, the expense screens, the job list screens. We can go through all of our tools like our AI estimator. We can go through InstaQuote, InstaSchedule, our pipelines. InstaQuote and InstaSchedule are actually really awesome. They're built within QuoteIQ, and it allows customers to schedule themselves. It allows customers to quote themselves, all without you having to lift a finger. We also have a virtual call team. We have inventory management. We have Client Hub, which is a business phone number within the CRM where everybody has eyes on the communication, everybody that you give access to. You can communicate with customers via text. You can also accept phone calls into here, so it acts as a business phone. And it's just a great way to go. No add-ons, no extra fees, no extra costs built into the cost of it. And we also have Employee Hub in here. So if you need help managing your employees, we have an employee live crew tracker. We have communications within here. We also have time trackers. And very soon we will have a whole sales thing built out where you can actually track sales within your company. So this is QuoteIQ. Like I said, down below, free trial link. You can also schedule a call with us to make sure it's a good fit for your business. Ask any questions, get set up, whatever you need. Second link in the comment section description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, hustle hard, get that money, baby. Peace.